Well, this fan's been in here for a month at this point, which means it's time to change it out with something different. You got the cool breeze running over here in the corner. Tilt it all the way up so I get a breeze while I'm working up there. So, this is the first long form version I've filmed of changing the fan in here. I'll probably film a time lapse as well. But here's the fan that I want to go in here. We got a Craftmade Decorative in white and chrome that I restored. We got 4 Hampton Bay pebbled glass shades, the 4-arm chrome light kit, and 4 incandescent 40-watt appliance bulbs. I already have the mounting bracket up here with it. I don't know what screws it has in it. Oh well, if they're in it, they fit. So that's fine. But anyway, let's get started here. Alright, so I've got this fan on that wall control, so I can just shut it off over there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So now there's no power going up there at all. I've only got one screwdriver. It's this Home Depot thing. It's interchangeable from small Phillips, small flathead, to big Phillips, big flathead. So one of the things I love having about the loft bed is that I don't have to get a ladder in here when I change the fan. Here's the pull fobs. First thing is to come down. This was a cool fan while it was in here. I enjoyed it. Now I can enjoy it hung up on my display rack in the basement, because I haven't demonstrated it down there for some reason. I got this fan like right after I broke my old phone. I didn't break it. It broke itself somehow. It just shut down one time. Like I had to restart it because the calling wasn't working. And then when I turned it back on, the screen was just gray. But I got this fan like right after that. It had been in the works for weeks at that point. We were just trying to figure out a time that would work with our schedule and the seller's schedule. Great. I dropped a screw. I hate when that happens. Honestly, I think these fans look really cool without their light kits. They look kind of weird. I don't know. I just like them without the light kit. And the fan in the corner is blowing so strong that this one's moving a little bit. It was still on low. Caught that one. Got that one too. It is missing one blade screw. I don't know why or how, because it was all put together when I got it. It's been missing ever since I got it. So there is one brass screw in here. It doesn't look too out of place. I'm the only one who knows it's there, but that's enough to make me angry for some reason. Alright. Now the blades are going to start coming off. I gotta get a towel to work on the next fan with, because that thing is the shiniest chrome, and it might actually need polishing like every once in a while, because it's not plated. I actually polished the metal. I don't know why I didn't get a video of it. I got a video of cleaning and servicing it when I first got it. It was the part 1 because I realized the brass was absolutely cooked on it. So that's why I polished it chrome, is because the brass was really bad on it. And I've never had, or really, I've only ever seen one chrome ceiling fan. It's at my grandparents' house, I guess. My mom's aunt and uncle's house in Florida. It's in their master bathroom, which is a really cool install. It was between the Craftmade Decorative and the blue Hampton Bay Cameron 2 Plus for the next fan in here. But I wanted to switch it up from Hampton Bay. It's been Hampton Bay the last 2 fans. Before that it was a Hunter. I don't remember what was in here before the Hunter. I think it was another Hampton Bay. So I've had a lot of Hampton Bays floating around in here. So yeah, there's all the blades off. I think there's only one wire that should actually have power going to it right now, which is neutral, so I don't really care. I think it's only the neutral. Yeah, only the neutral should have power right now. Alright, I'm still gonna be careful though. Duh. There's one. So here's the only live wire. Alright, that's all the wiring. Pull the motor down. It's kind of hard to get out. It's kind of difficult to get out because there's such a short down on it. So now I've got a carousel sitting on my bed. Looks cool. I think I have to take these screws all the way out. I don't remember. This is one of the brackets with the slots on it. I don't think it's original to the fan. I think I put that up with it just for this. And just so y'all know, these screws that are up here are not the whoops. I was aiming for a beanbag and I completely missed. The screws that are up there are not the ones from the box. They're actually the motor housing screws for a Hunter Brighton, because the 2 screws that were up there are actually stripped out, which is awesome. It's a very cheap pancake box. Like I had to fix it because when I got here, see those 4 screws in the middle? I added those. There were only 2 on this side, that one and that one. The 2 on this side, I had to add those because whoever put that box up there didn't do it right. So now I can pull out the beauty. I mean, look at this thing. Look at that. That's a beautiful fan. So happy to put it up. I think it's gonna look really cool in here. There is another fan exactly like this one in my parents' bedroom, except it has a brass Well, yeah, it's the exact same thing, except it's white and brass. Not white and chrome. The light kit is a bit screwed up on this thing, so bear with me. The angles might not be 100% accurate. I feel bad just touching any chrome on this. It had a 1 foot down rod on it, so the wires are a bit long. I think I've got it stable enough to sit down on the side. Yeah, it's good. So it was kind of pointless, and I should have just taken those screws out all the way. So the only thing noteworthy, I guess, that I didn't do right when I restored this Craftmade is I guess the logo, it was just a really thin, cheesy sticker, so this fan doesn't have a logo. If I have another voice crack, I'm going to crash out. Or if I drop this screw one more time. Yeah, so unfortunately, I was not able to save the sticker. I hope this canopy covers up these screw holes, or there's some paint ring that's up here. The original fan was a 42-inch white and brass Hampton Bay Southwind that I love so very much. This box is sturdy enough, I don't think that it would go anywhere. So here's the fan, finally going up. I honestly feel bad just touching it. It's got my fingerprints on it now. Alright, it's up. Already looks really cool. I replaced the pull chain on the fan too. I didn't replace it. I literally opened it up, took out the brass chain and put some chrome chain in it. It's cool. I love the light kit, it's awesome. It's a little bit screwed up, the pull chain at least. I gotta wrap these wires around here once. Alright, so let's get to wiring. The easiest part. This connection right here is all screwed up. I used to turn the power off when I did this, but that phased out really quick because I wouldn't have any airflow in here. Because this fan in this room actually does a lot, because this room gets hot. Because all three walls are house insulated walls, not outdoor walls. So there's a lot of heat trapping, I guess. The heat gets trapped in here really easy. There's only one ground wire this time just for the mounting bracket. I didn't bother putting one back on the down rod. So the down rod is actually a cut off piece of the original 1 foot brass down rod, and that was also really tarnished. I don't know what use case this thing was in, but the whole thing was tarnished real bad. Not my issue though, because I fixed it and made it look. I don't know if it looks better than the brass, it's a different look. Nest of wires up in there. Oh, I gotta take off those screws. I took this canopy off an Emerson, my Emerson Designer Northwind, because because it's not in the best shape. Like the brass was all scratched up and all the scratches came out when I polished it, so no hard feelings, I guess. And I have plenty of the twisty deal canopies that work with the Emerson. I'm gonna have to go grab a rag just so I don't scratch or muck up the chrome on this thing. Come on. I'm gonna grab the Phillips head bit out of the screwdriver because this is a bit challenging. They're a little tight. I don't think these are the original screws for this bracket, but they're good enough. They might not be. I might have to steal some from the light kit. I don't really care if it's all the way up there. It doesn't have to be. Just gotta remember that's gonna be a pain in the ass to take out. There's no wire sticking out or anything, so I think it'll be fine. I put this saran wrap on there just so that the canopy didn't scratch up. I'm gonna have to go through and manually straighten each one of these light fitters. But there's the motor up. It looks pretty cool, if you ask me. Alright, let's turn it on. I think it's on low right now. So the motor is currently running on aesthetic low, I think. Unless it stalls out. It might stall out. No, it's still running. That's full low, which it's running on. So there's the motor. Looks pretty good. Oh, it's a bit out of frame the whole time. My bad. Okay. Now I gotta get the blades out. Currently the blades are wrapped up in a towel. Like this. Around the brackets specifically. So that they don't get scratched up. Whoops. I laid them on top of the carousel blades. My bad. No damage was done. Oh man, look at these blade irons. It looks so cool. Some of them weren't completely polished in places, so they have like a really cool copper hue to them. But it kind of goes well, like, you know, on an antique brass ceiling fan, inside the blade irons there's like these like black looking parts. It's kind of like what this is, but it's copper and chrome. Casablanca, I feel like, would be the only company that would do a chrome and copper ceiling fan. It's been a minute since I've had a 4-blade fan in here. Like a really long time. I think I've only ever had one 4-blade ceiling fan in this room, and it was a Humpilla Profile. one of the old R&M made ones. It was white with a homemade blade set because I didn't get any of the originals. It's high. I'm gonna have it off. I feel so bad touching these plate irons. So I am gonna go through after I put this up. I'm gonna get a rag and we'll wipe the whole thing down, free of any fingerprints or any oils that I put on it. When this fan was taken down, it had a single fitter, a brass single fitter on it with an old schoolhouse globe. It's a plain one. It looked a lot like the other Craftmade Decorative that I have on my channel, the other white and brass. The one that I have demonstrated in the basement. The one that I have demonstrated upstairs looks exactly like this fan. I feel so bad touching these. And this fan was gonna get thrown out, but now this is the only chrome and white homemade 4-blade one with a chrome 4-way light kit known on the face of the planet. I own it. But I would never put any of my ceiling fans in the Fanimation Museum because then I don't get to use them. But would someone comment, would Fanimation accept this into the museum? I feel like they would. They've got a bunch of their own fans in there. Oh no, I dropped a screw. And I did flip the blades around so they may or may not look like they're facing upward a little bit. It's fine by me. I want this thing to be mint for as long as it can be. There's like one spot of rust on this whole motor that didn't polish out. Alright, it's on high right now. I'm not going to turn it on yet because I got to put that drop screw in it. That looks really cool. I'm excited to use this thing. I'll zoom out once I put that screw in and we're going to turn it on real quick. I want to see what it looks like running. And I may or may not have to balance it, so we'll work on that too. I don't remember how bad it wobbled on the floor in the basement. Alright. I'm going to put a light bulb in and just make sure that works. These aren't the ones I'm putting in it, by the way. I'm putting incandescents in there. Okay, I gotta turn it on the wall first. I have a really cool pull chain for this as well. The light works. I'm gonna turn the pedestal fan off first. It has bad bearings, and I know it does. But, I mean, I can barely hear them. Yeah, definitely gotta fix that wobble. It's swinging away up there. I'll put it down on low and see what it looks like real quick. So I'm gonna let it settle into wall control low. I'm gonna go grab some pull chains. Hi, Dad. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Stupid light bulb. I don't like those LED ones. So, as far as pull chains go, I don't know which one I want to put where. They're both really cool. We got this chrome clear crystal looking one. It's plastic I got from Home Depot. And then we got this metal and black one, which I also got from Home Depot. I'm thinking about putting the metal and black one on the light, and then the other one on the fan, because it looks cooler, in my opinion. I like the chromeness to it. So I'm gonna sit down here for a second. Actually, I should probably film this. We're gonna I've got some chrome pull chain extensions, and they're in this bag. Here they are. So let's look through here. I think I already found them. That's a lot. I know I used one of these specifically on the thing in here. It's probably the shortest one. Yeah, I think it was this one. So we'll use that. Look at that thing. That's such a cool fan. Alright, time to work on the motor again. Mainly down in here. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it off at the wall, and we can go work on it. I gotta bring the pull chains up with me. I grabbed a couple spare extender pieces, like the little connection things. I don't know what they're called. So this little black guy goes on the light. The light chain is still brass because it was riveted together. The pull chain on, so I couldn't go in there and change it. Yeah, it looks cool. Now, can add on this guy with its chrome extension at the bottom. Voila. Now it's on low. I want to see what aesthetic low looks like on this guy. Probably something about right there. I'm gonna let it warm up for a minute on normal low, and then we'll switch it down. I'm gonna turn on the stand fan, but I'm gonna tilt it at me because I'm getting toasty in here. Alright, that's full normal low, I believe. Let's go down to the aesthetic low. I'm excited for this. I bet you it's gonna look really cool. Shut the fan off now. This thing's good and quiet. Very nice. I think the next fan I put in here is going to be a nice classic one. Either, well, it might not be classic. It's either going to be the Camo 2 Plus or that, the Quorum Custom that I filmed. I don't know if this video will be out before that one. Yeah, look at that. There's our aesthetic low on this guy. I can reach the pull chain, so that's good. So now we got normal high. And I'm gonna go balance it real quick before I get the lights up on there. Actually, no, I should do the light first. I didn't adjust the camera, did I? I should do the light first so I can see how it wobbles with all the shades on and the extra weight. It's not bad by any means. Well, I mean, the camera takes out a lot of it. I was just looking through the camera and said it's not that bad. And then I saw it. So it's not horrible, but it's not good. And it looks really cool. I'm happy with it. Turn on the cool breeze again. I don't know if y'all heard that, but this thing just took, the bearing just started rattling, which is awesome because it wasn't doing that until right now, which I love. I gotta turn on the light all the way down there. So that's what lights have been the fans, I think, the whole time that I've been in here. The first one might have had something different, and then I might have switched it to this, but here's what's going in and out. These beautiful incandescent bulbs. Yeah, those are nice. Got 4 of those. They're gonna look really cool with the pebble glass shades as well. Alright, let's get these light shades put on. Is it already spinning the opposite direction from the pedestal fan? One of these pebble glass shades is different from all the other 3 because I broke one of them because I'm very clumsy. And those look a lot cleaner than the LEDs do. The LEDs are a bit too big. And the pebble glass lights look so cool. You can see how dirty the shades are though. I don't care, I'm not going to clean them. Because when they're off you can't notice. I don't usually use the ceiling fan light. I think this was the... Yeah, it's a lot thinner than the other ones. I know the first thing I'm doing to this fan when I take it down, new bearings. Why'd I have to start squeaking? Like, they don't even squeak, they just hiss. Why'd they have to start hissing the day I put it up? And not any of the times I demonstrated it. To go and straighten these out after I balance it. Look at that. That's such a cool looking fan. A little spider web grew on it while it was in my closet. I don't know how that happened. That lighting looks so cool in here. I'm definitely gonna have to turn the light on in the video of this thing. Or in the thumbnail. It looks too cool not to. That's such a cool effect that the lights give out. It's got the pebbles. The pebbles look like they're scattered all around the room. It's so cool. The lights are almost good. I need to adjust these back to here. Look at that. It's such a cool looking fan. Alright, let's see how much nicer these dim than the LEDs. Wow. Oh, that's so cool. That looks really good. That's the sweet spot right there. And then we got full bright. That was a really cool looking install. Alright, so let's balance this thing now. Turn the lights off. Turn the fan in the corner off. And let's turn it on high. Let's see if we can hear the bearing hiss because it just started again. Yeah, it's still pretty bad. There it is. Come on, bearings. This was going so smooth. Well, now we gotta balance it, so let's do that. First, let me see. I bet you there's plenty of blades that are not aligned. One of them's just bent really far down. I found the culprit. Yep, it's this guy right here. So we gotta bend it up a little bit. Let's test it now. It's still a little bit down. That's a lot better, actually. There's a lot of air being moved up here. It's a powerful fan. Alright, so I'm gonna give it one more go. It's a pretty smooth feeling pull chain, I guess. If it's still just one that's bent down. Yep, found it again. I think it might be the only one with the sticker still on it. So that's good to know. Yep, it is. The only one with the sticker is the messed up one. It's just barely out. Yeah, that's a lot better. I will take that over what it was any day. I haven't heard the hiss in a minute. That's good. Alright. Well, once again, that concludes another ceiling fan replacement. This one was pretty fun. It was real easy. I don't think anything went wrong. Except the bearing hiss, which is not that big of a deal. I can deal with it. So that's gonna end the video. I'm replacing the ceiling fan in my bedroom again. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.